Due to me loving you guys so much, when I see a comment that says, I love Esper, it is my favorite color combination, I'm gonna go ahead and use a deck that uses that color combination and blow some fools up for your entertainment. This is the Esper control deck of Super Sharks and Patience. Let's check out the deck list and ruin some people. Esper Control. This deck is a wild ride for sure, and there's all kinds of fun little payoffs built into this, so you can deal with whatever nonsense your opponent is trying to throw at you pretty much literally at all. Soul Guide Lantern is going to allow you to get crap out of their graveyard if you so choose, which is always fun, and at a minimum it's a nice little draw a card if you need it. Revitalize, more card draw, more life. Birth, get your lands, get some life, get a wall, get some cards, get some cards. Get some cards is the name of the game with these things. Control decks, you need to have cards in your hand if you want to control your opponent. Another way we get cards is through Treacherous Blessing. Of course, this gets you 3 cards, super great, but you start losing life every single time you cast a spell. Not great. The way you always deal with Treacherous Blessing is Doom Foretold. Doom Foretold is a very interesting card because you need to make sure that you're not going to hurt yourself more than you're going to hurt your opponent here. So remember, on their first turn after you cast it, they're going to have to sacrifice some kind of permanent, and then you're going to have to, right? So until Doom Foretold is essentially the only thing that can be destroyed, you're going to have to constantly sacrifice stuff on your own side if you want to keep Doom Foretold up. And you can't choose to not do it. So in this instance, you want your opponent to have very little on their board, or you want to have a lot on yours. If you have all of this in play, and for whatever reason you've lost your Yorion, then obviously Doom Foretold has a lot of things to chew through before you would ever have to worry about getting itself. But this is a way of controlling and tempoing your opponent for sure. But beyond all of that, we also have all this creature hate built in. So we have Banishing Light, we have the Elspeth's Nightmare, we have Shadow the Sky, we have Extinction Event. Very fun cards. But speaking of fun cards, with all these enchantments that we've got and artifacts and stuff, a really cool card is Dance of the Manse. Dance of the Manse is going to allow you to sometimes just win with just Dance of the Manse. Dance of the Manse will bring all of your stuff back as 4/4 creatures on top of the effects that they had before. And enchantments that you can bring back include things like Shark Typhoon, things like Elspeth Conquers Death, Banishing Light, Elspeth's Nightmare, Doom Foretold, Treacherous Blessing, Birth of Meletis, Omen of the Sea, Golden Sun. Like, it's, you have all of these things you can potentially just bring back. All of them. You can bring back a lot of them. So this card can just be game winning in and of itself. But if that's not enough of all of that excitement, we also have an Ugin in here. And what would you love more than one copy of Ugin? Well, Elspeth can bring back more Ugins if you so desire. So Elspeth Conquers Death, very, very useful because A, it gets rid of crap on their side, but B, it also lets you get your Ugin back if for God knows what reason you lose it. And then Shark Typhoon is a card that you want to be very careful about cycling because it is one of your strongest win conditions. Since this is a hyper control deck, we have so much land, you're expecting games to go longer. This deck is not going to win on turn 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. This is not one of those kinds of decks. This is a deck that you're going to very limit your opponent's ability to do much of anything till eventually you get your value engine running, which would be a Shark Typhoon or an Ugin running out there. Potentially, if they've been hating on you a lot, you can use Dance of the Manse to get it all back as a bunch of creatures, but you're going to need time to build this up. So this is delay and control. This is win. So this deck is incredibly fun to play. It does require patience, but you will feel as though you are a god of the battlefield using this deck. Let's jump into a game and check it out right now. Heck yes, we play first. But we have, like, kind of none of the lands that we want. We can use the Soul Guide Lantern to draw a card, but this is very uncomfortable. Let's just pretend it's gonna work. We'll have access to the Lantern to draw a card if we want to do that. The Omen of the Sea can help us get more lands as well. We should be able to get a Necromentia off after seeing a couple lands. So hopefully we're in a pretty good spot. This is an awkward hand though. the rope video. Let's just make this video just 40 minutes of rope content where we're just getting roped, and I sit here and make commentary about getting roped for the full video. What do you guys say? Leave a comment below if you want the rope mega cut video. Surely it'll be the best YouTube video the world's ever seen. What? Interrobang, you maniac. Look at them. They're alive. I kind of want the tokens. That could potentially be fun later. We are going to be able to cast the Necromentia, not next turn, but the turn after. Let's see if we're dealing with rogues. We're not. We're dealing with what? Clover? Are you Clover? Are you Omnath? What are you? What are you in Terabang? You an Omnath player? Is that what's hiding under that hood? Probably adventures? So tempting. It is so very tempting. I do think we cycle this Shark Typhoon though. Let's get something a little more useful to us in the short term. We can definitely deal with the Lovestruck Beast with this extinction event, either by just wiping the token or something else. We will hopefully get to see another card played that isn't just a Lovestruck Beast, but almost certainly this is an adventure deck. Ooh, 4-color Omnath, that's my guess. Beanstalk Giant. Alright, let's cycle this thing now. 0. Alright. There's definitely clovers in this deck, guys. We need to get rid of them. So you say Clover on the Necromentia and watch your opponent cry. Oh. That's a, I have Omnath in my hand. So we are dealing with 4-color Omnath Clover. Question is, which of these things do I want to get rid of first? Another Necromentia. Oh, we get to choose. Alright, let's get rid of Omnath first. Locus of Creation. Yup. Let's just choose to not let them have Omnath. Great. And then next turn they play a big creature. There's a Clover in their hand. Son of a bitch. If they don't put that Clover down, we can totally wipe out their Clovers too. Oh, this would be the best turn of all time if they don't play that Clover. I think the odds of that are 0, but it would be great if they didn't play that Clover. However, we might be able to use the Doom Foretold to make them forcibly kill that Clover, which would be very exciting. And Clover. Alright. We will have to deal with the Clover. Attack in, yep. Alright. We don't have the mana that we need. I just realized. This is sad. Do we get rid of all future Clovers? Or do we pull cards? Because without this next land drop, we're going to get hurt very badly. We could Extinction Event for even and make that Lovestruck Beast just sit there. It's probably the better play for now, because that's a little bit too much damage. So let's do that. Gives us another turn to hopefully draw the cards that we need. That is a land. They don't have enough for the Beanstalk yet, but next turn they will. So an ideal next turn would be land Shatter. Land. Oh. Oh. It's amazing. Alright. Do we say Brazen Borrower here? Do we just assume they're gonna have clovers all the time now? Just take out the Brazen Borrowers? Because those can definitely do a lot of work. I mean, here it is. Here's the work that I was just referencing. I mean, go ahead. Go ahead and pick something else. Yep. You did it. You picked them. Let's go ahead and brazen. Done. Library. Give. Graveyard. No. Alright. Last one that we'll ever see. Cool. And then just get the Omen out. Shark Typhoon is definitely good, and another land is also definitely good. Let's go ahead and do that. Next turn, Shatter. Because almost certainly a big giant's about to show up. Shatter. Go ahead and Omen. I could potentially have snagged that, I could have potentially used the Soul Guide Lantern there to pull the Brazen Borrower out of their hand. That might have actually been the better play. But I do want to hard cast a Shark Typhoon. An empty board on their side right now equals Doom Foretold Madness. Alright, there's an escape. Bone Crusher Giant is pretty much the only other creature card that we need to worry about. Beanstalk Giant, but those are slow enough. They also need untapped land. They need a red untapped land, so a Fabled Passage should be the play here. Unless this is a... yeah, that's a red. They could use that. Oh, they also just have a mountain. They could also use that. They don't. What can you cast with that? Oh, okay. You had multiple lands to play. There you go. Hard cast a Bone Crusher. They don't have the island for the Brazen, so they must be just hard casting the Bone Crusher, I would assume. If not, we can Soul Guide Lantern some stuff. No, we can't. They're exiled. I'm silly. They Bone Crusher face. That's it? That's what they chose to do? That was their decision? It's an interesting one. Hard cast Shark Typhoon. Now they're in trouble. Now they have problems. Because next Elspeth Conquers Death we cast to kill their Bone Crusher Giant that's on the field, or the Brazen Borrower, whichever they decide to cast, will create us a nice big chunky shark, which we can use to block out. They can still cast the Brazen here, so that's fine. They don't know we have the Elspeth Conquers Death, so that's going to be fun as well. Yeah, and the Shark token will be big enough that we can block either or. We'll kill the Bone Crusher Giant, though, with the Elspeth Conquers Death, so we can prevent taking extra damage if at all possible, which would be great. They're really fighting right now, though. They're working very hard. They very much would like to play Magic the Gathering, but they don't have any Omnaths, if you recall, which is hilarious. And they might have dead Brazen Borrowers in their hand, which is also hilarious. Well, actually, no, they're just gone. I forgot. We hosed them all. I always forget the difference. Come on. Brazen Borrower. Let's see that beautiful little pixie. Show it to me. Interrobang, show it. Show it. Show it. Do it. Do it. Fae of Wishes. Ooh, I probably should have stopped that. Uh-oh. Here comes a Ugin, for sure. 1,000%. 10 billion%. Like, bet your dog's life on it percent. There it is. So the good news is that Shark Typhoon is very big. So they're going to have to minus it for a substantial amount. Unfortunately, we don't have any hand hate here. So we are going to do this. Let's make a shark. Let's get rid of that. They do have all the mana that they would need. There's nothing I can do with this to get things away. They also have a mystical dispute now, which is exciting. So they cast Ugin under protection of mystical dispute. They minus 6. I assume. They really don't want to. You can see them not wanting to. Oh god, I think we broke in Terabang. What was his plan before he threw it down? I think he just got so excited that he had it that he forgot to use it. There it is. Alright, our whole board, guys. It's gone. It's incredible. And then play out the Fae of Wishes, I assume? Oh, they had yet another land? They're leaving that up for the mystical dispute? Better choice. Better decision. So, let's see if we can bait something out with a birth. You want to use a mystical dispute on that? No? Okay. You don't. Good to know. About a Doom Foretold. Got the mana to pay for it. So if they burn the dispute here, they're gonna have to start sacrificing permanent. So their options are play a permanent that they don't care about, like that one. So they don't have to sacrifice something they actually care about. And then we're gonna play the Lantern. Let's just... I don't even know if they have any means of pulling something out of their graveyard, but let's just pretend they might. So they sacrifice the Brazen to keep their precious board alive. But now they need to start playing cards every turn or suffer. Ugin the face. There's literally no other option but to Ugin the face. So face Ugined. 100% in the face. It's a lot of Bone Crush to the face. I'm a little mad at myself for not getting rid of the Fae. Getting rid of the Clover would have been aces. It's a lot of stuff, guys. Fortunately, our Yorion can't be plussed, and they can't minus it either. I think we're gonna need the life, honestly. Do we need the life versus the card, though? We already got the planes. The wall is gonna help us slightly. The card draw is definitely more powerful to keep here, though. Elspeth's Nightmare is nice. That helps us get rid of the Fae. Let's draw the card now. Because they have the Mystical Dispute up, so we need to play something that they super want to counter. If we play this as a 3/3 shark, they can still kill it. If we cast this, they're going to Mystical Dispute it. So our best choice is to just say go. They sacrifice the Bone Crusher. They can't counter cycling a shark, so that's like going to help us considerably here. We just pray they don't have yet another Bone Crusher that they can throw at our face. I think we've seen 3 of them now, though. So the odds of that should be low. We are in dire straits, though. Look, guys, it's a Bone Crusher Giant. It's a Bone Crusher Giant, guys. That was a lot of effort. Let's take in some Ashiok's Erasure. The Necromentia definitely needs to do some work here. The Lantern is kind of a dead draw in this deck. They're not really doing any graveyard shenanigans. So I think that's the play here. Alright, play first. Those are lands. Necromentia could be great, but we don't have... we do. Alright, so turn 1, turn 2. If they have a Clover in hand, we cry a little. But if they don't, value can be achieved. This could be a great thing. This could go well for us. You have to believe, though. The fact that we have 2 Scry lands makes us cry a lot, though. Definitely worsens the chance of this actually working out. Not that we could have cast it on turn 2 anyway, which is going to be the turn that we would need to have it. But still, it's the thought that counts. I wonder if this is an anger tactic to rope us as long as possible. Another land. I mean, I guess we keep them. At least we get Scries out of the deal. Hopefully he can scry us into some better spells. If not, we're going to Treacherous Blessing our face off. An Erasure will be very nice to have in hand. We don't have the other blue source, though. Clover? Can we dodge the Clover? This is it. Do we have to deal with Clover or not? We don't! Oh, that is great. No Clovers. Lucky. Clover. Done. None in the hand. 4 in the library. In the dumpster. Boom, 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 boom. No Clovers. Next turn we can cast Treacherous Blessing as well, which will be great. Is this where they ramp? It is. Get your ramp on. Fae of Wishes definitely needs to go. We see one sitting in their hand as well. There's 2 of them sitting in their hand as well. Extinction Event is fun, but this is going to be a scry turn. Doom Foretold is perfect, actually. Doom Foretold will allow us to get rid of that Treacherous Blessing post-haste. I really do want that other blue source, though. Being able to Ashiok's Erasure one of these things, especially if it's like a Fae, would be stupendous. Well, they're about to just play all their Faes. If they play them all and I can just Extinction Event them, that's another solution to this problem. We could just get rid of them all. Oh, I wish they had another blue source. I feel like they would play another Fae. And it would be wonderful. Alright, let's play the... oh wait. Let's get the other blue source while we can. We are planning on spending mana this turn, but at least let's get the blue source. The question is, do we hold it to steal something forever? I feel like that's actually a very good idea. But let's just play it a little slower than that. They don't have any blues open to Brazen Borrow me here. So they Bone Crush face. We make them sacrifice one of their Faes, which is fun. Let's see if we can get them to cast the other Fae instead of Make a Wish. If we can get rid of that before they Make a Wish, that's like ideal. And next turn we can hard cast. Oh, there's Omnath. I completely forgot that Omnath was a card that they had. Holy Christ. Do they have a Fabled? Are we in trouble? They don't. Good times. Banishing Light's fun. But Extinction Event for even is the name of this game. None of that excitement. Get an egg on the field. Dance of the Mance is wonderful. Destroy your own Edgewall Innkeeper now. You have no choice, do it. Do it. Do it now. It's already on the stack. You have no choice. We actually have to save the Ashiok's Erasure for a Brazen Borrower at this point, otherwise they can just pick it up and remove all the fun effects. Why did he have to think so long about that? There's only one option. You don't have options, plural. It's just kill your Innkeeper. Thank you. That's all you can do. Ooh, they just escape. And they find ramp? So, if we can hold up the Ashiok's Erasure on our turn, are they gonna play the Fae? Another Banishing Light. Okay. I can play this and still have the mana for the Erasure. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll also buy us more time with the Doom Foretold. Hitting land drops are fun. Alright. Let's steal something. Hopefully a Brazen Borrower. Incredible. That went perfectly. That could not have gone better. Now we just need to get rid of that other Fae, and then we're in amazing shape. Edgewall Innkeeper's a card. They don't have enough. Now they have enough to cast a Beanstalk Giant, but we can steal it, so that's fine. We can make that go away. We can also bring back all kinds of exciting enchantments. We can Dance of the Mance, our Treacherous Blessing, and Doom Foretold again. Birth is not the answer. I think we're in hardcast Shark Typhoon territory. They're also completely tapped out. Grab another white source. Hardcast Shark Typhoon. We will not have enough to Banishing Light this turn. So we can sacrifice our token. Actually, no, they'll Bone Crush it, I believe. I really want to do this, though. Because this is going to get us into the end game. And it is our best opportunity to do it. We could Dance of the Mance here. We'd have to be tapping us out completely to do it. And what would we get back? We'd get back good stuff. Alright, let's try it. Discard some stuff, huh? The Nightmare will be fun, because we can use that to kill their Innkeeper if they're very stubborn. I think we can lose one of the Banishing Lights. Innkeeper falls. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, this is where they Ugin, for sure. Fortunately, that's the only Fae that they've got. Because I believe we exiled the other two. Unless they have another one sitting in their deck somewhere. That'll allow us to kill it with Elspeth's Nightmare next turn. Uh-huh. They don't have enough lands right now to actually cast that. We're not going to take that much damage, so let's go ahead and block with one of the eggs. Shatter is pretty excellent here, actually. They don't have the mana to take this back as well. So I think we Nightmare here for sure. Birth. Land. Attack. So when they minus, they're going to have to minus for 4 to get rid of the Ashiok's Erasure and the Doom Foretold with this Ugin. So mad, we almost got that other Fae. We almost had them. They did have the mana? Interesting. Okay. They are completely tapped out though, which is exciting. 4 it is. That is a thing. That did hurt a little bit. Shark Typhoon is a 2/2 isn't enough here, and we very much want to hard cast that. So another swamp. They can start to bounce this though with their Brazens. But it is our best play. Hard cast. Erase. Only problem is when they bounce it, it is going to get its charges back, which will be fun. Omnath. It's exciting. They still have enough mana to bounce, which I suspect they will. Not a Fabled Passage. They ramp. They still have the mana to bounce. Well, now they have all the mana. Hardcast a Beanstalk Giant? Is that the plan? And then we shatter? It is. Hardcast a Beanstalk Giant. Okay. Well, that's an easy shatter. Let's attack first. Get that sweet damage. Shatter. Do we cast this now? To get some stuff out of their hand? Do we buy the Yorion? Definitely buy the Yorion. This does kind of force them to use the Borrower now. And this isn't really going to catch anything at this point. All their phase, I believe, are gone. Might as well create a token that they need to deal with. So we don't get plus to the face. We're going to be playing this dance of like jumping this Banishing Light over and over again until we get a Elspeth Conquers Death to just properly kill it. It's pretty exciting. Fabled Passage. I wonder if the Ardenvale thing is going to become our win condition. That'll be exciting. Opponent down to 25. A Love-Struck Beast. Did not see that coming. That is very exciting. Does our opponent not know? We got nothing in hand to get rid of. Another Shark Typhoon is useful. We're definitely going to want that. Attack in and Shatter. Cast the Yorion, Blink the Egg. Do they have the mana to do all of this? They have 4, 7. Yeah, they have enough to blink and cast the Ugin. So let's see. If I play this, they bounce, cast the Ugin, they minus it. We don't have anything, so the card draw is actually going to be helpful here. We need to get something more useful post-haste. The shark will hold on to. Give me a card. There's an Elspeth. That was perfect. We needed that. That was a hard yes. And we have all the mana we could need to Elspeth Conquers Death It and Shark Typhoon again, assuming they bounce the Banishing Light. Did it just occur to them that this was an option? Surprised they took as long as they did to do this. Yep, you're gonna have to -6. Uh-huh. The egg stays, guys. The egg is still standing. Mana. Yeah, go ahead. Love-Struck Beast, uh-huh. The nice thing is that we have a Shatter to deal with all this. Okay, get 3 life. We no longer have the ability to bounce it. It is useless to us. Can potentially bring it back with a little dance of the Mance. Tap out even more. Excellent. They have no blue, so they basically have no interaction on their hand. Necromentia. That's exciting. We could get rid of Omnath forever. So, first things first. Recast this. That's gonna leave what I need open. That's fine. Elspeth Conquers Death. Nice big Sharky to block the Bone Crusher. No more Ugin for the rest of the game. Goodbye, sweet prince. Cast the Passage. Do we even have any basics left? I feel like we're running low. We must be close to low, but let's just go fishing just in case. We have no landfall triggers, so there's no harm in checking. Alright, they're super concerned now. As they should be. We have plenty of basics. Excellent. Let's see. What we don't have a ton of. We have 4 black, 4 blue. Let's grab a black. Necromentia takes 2, so why not? Pretty sure we got this. Because next turn we can attack in with the shark for 5. We can shatter whatever it is they decide to play right now, which could be like literally everything sitting in their exile side, which would be wonderful shatter fodder. If we get Necromentia, we definitely take Omnath. Because I believe we've only seen 1. Maybe 2? Just 1? 2. We have seen 2. So they got 2 more in the deck somewhere. This is very serious business, guys. Also, this room is insanely hot. Can you see like how sweaty I get progressively over the course of this video? My god. Melting. Melting as we sit here. I wonder if our opponent just scoops out of frustration at this point. They shouldn't, because as far as they're concerned, they still have a very fighting chance. I believe they're out of Fae of Wishes, though. That's 1, 2, 3. No, that's only 3. I doubt they have multiple, Okay. They giant kill that. They attack in. I think we're literally looking at the smorgasbord of creatures that they possibly have. Are they just going all in? That would be very exciting. Nope, they don't go all in. Yep, their stuff's more expensive now. Do we steal the Fae or the Omnath? Or the Escape the Wilds? I feel like we'd have to take the Omnath, right? Escape the Wilds could theoretically overwhelm us, but without an Omnath, things do get harder for them. Mystical Dispute, Edgewall Innkeeper, Negate, they've got sitting in there somewhere. Yeah, so they're running close to empty here. No Omnaths for them. We can attack. Oh no, we can't attack this turn. Alright, so we shatter. All the omens of the sea one could ever desire. Okay. They're gonna be so sad when I throw this omen out there and just block their Brazen Borrower. They're not gonna like it, I'm positive. There's an escape. I still want to ambush this. We don't really have counter spells in this deck. They could re-escape if they so chose. Fortunately, the Elspeth Conquers Death is making that negate very expensive. And we get the token regardless. If they try to counter the Omen of the Sea, we'll still get the token. Uh-huh. Oh, the next escape they have also is very expensive, so that's cool too. 3 cheers for Elspeth Conquers Death. Doing its job. Pass. Attack, yep. Sharky boy. You gonna negate it? Kinda doesn't matter if you do. Oh, they want to so bad. He has it in his hand. He's like, ooh, I want to get that freaking thing. Oh, we're going to bone crush it. Okay. But I do keep the omen? Neat. That is very fortuitous. Getting a lot of cards in our hand could be the difference here. Let's take that. Let's also do this. Yeah, you're going to lose that thing anyway, my friend. Let's get as much good things out of this. Egg. Block. Okay. So they have a hard negate in their hand. So they should negate the Treacherous Blessing if we attempt it. Let's go for an egg. If they negate this egg, it is A+. Another Shark Typhoon? Oh, wow. They'll negate that for sure. There it is. Oh, there's a Dance of the Mance. Incredible. Do we just Banishing Light here? Or do we save it? Do we just do it for yet another shark? We do kind of want to close this game out quickly. We have 11 damage on the board. This would present lethal. We can always Omen on their turn. Let's just hold it. It's definitely not a good Banishing Light target in any capacity. Granted, they can pay to tap somebody, but it's like, whatever. It's a very cautious Escape the Wild. Brazen Borrower, Mystical Dispute. Fortunately for us, we make sharks whether they dispute them or not. So hooray for us. And that means when we cast Dance the Mance, we just need to make sure they take back the shark token. So let's go ahead and do this now. They have to do something about all these sharks. Give me a card. I demand a card. Oh, they're so upset. Ooh, Erasure. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's a lot of sharks, guys. What's their plan to deal with all them sharks? Surely some of those Bone Crusher Giants, yep. Oh, they're just gonna play them? Oh, they have no more mountains. Did they just die? They can flash in a Borrower. I'm a little surprised they didn't Bone Crush something. Because now I can just Banishing Light the Brazen Borrower and win? Oh no, now they can Bone Crush something. Okay. They still got this. They're still alive. One more turn. It is getting inevitable though. With all that mana. This is a slugfest and a half. Holy crap. And there's a whole other game after this. This is magic. This is Magic the Gathering, guys. This is happening. Let's take a land we can use. Because we got a lot. We don't have as many blue sources right now, so let's snag one. Okay, so. Recast Shark Typhoon leaves us enough mana to cast a Banishing Light and an Ashiok's Erasure on their turn. So Shark Typhoon, Banishing Light, steal this. Next. Super Swing. Cry a little that they're not dead. End turn. We can erase the next Bone Crusher. Ooh, we could erase that. That's actually probably highly worth it. Let's erase it. Let's force them to use their Mystical Dispute now. We can't pay for it. Oh, are they just letting me do it? I feel like that's them giving up. Kind of surprised that didn't get disputed. Alright, guys. Infinite blockers. They should have basically nothing in their hand but land creatures and a dispute. Think we got them. Let's see if they got some magic. Yep, you can use that to tap somebody. That is the thing you can do. They can totally tap a creature. You need to get rid of 5 different shark tokens right now. That's not a way to do it. Think we're in the clear. I think this is Interrobang coming to grips with reality. Sweet Jesus, guys. Holy crap. That was a lot of Magic the Gathering being played right there. Oh my god. And let that show you that this deck can go toe-to-toe with 4-color Omnath Adventures, a very meta deck at the moment. It is a very tedious process. There is a ton going on, but you 1000% can make your way through. So deck list, of course, will always be in the description. Feel free to check out all my other content that's out there. Give all the YouTube love nonsense that you can. I would super appreciate it. I love each and every one of you guys. I will catch you in the next video. Mwah.